والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah, Jama'atul Muslimin. All praise and thanks belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send His blessings and His mercy upon our beloved Nabi and His beloved Nabi, Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, Jama'atul Muslimin, today I would like to share with you a hadith Qudsi where Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كل عمل ابن آدم له إلا صيام فإنه لي وأنا أجزي به. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Jama'atul Muslimin, every action of the son of Adam is for him, إلا صيام, except the action of fasting. فإنه لي, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that fasting is for him, is for me. وأنا أجزي به, and I am the one who will reward for it. So Jama'atul Muslimin, there are 6 important points that we can take from this hadith, Jama'atul Muslimin, and I would like to share it with you today, Jama'atul Muslimin. The first one is that every ibadah, every act of worship that we do, people can see us while we're doing that act of ibadah, Jama'atul Muslimin, and they praise that person who does it, Jama'atul Muslimin. For example, Jama'atul Muslimin, when we make salah, people can see us make salah. When we make dua, people see us in the masjid making dua. So every action and every ibadah we do, people can see us. But this is contrary to the action of fasting, Jama'atul, because فَإِنَّهُ خَالِصٌ لِلَّهِ ta'ala, because we're doing it sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and لَا يَطَّلِعُ عَلَيْهِ غَيْرُهُ, and no one else can see us fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin. The second point is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in charge and in control of its reward, Jama'atul Muslimin. No one else will give us the reward for fasting, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this hadith Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward us for it, Jama'atul Muslimin. When a person is fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin, his fasting won't be apparent on his tongue, nor is fasting done with actions of our limbs, Jama'atul Muslimin. Innama huwa niyatun fil qalb. Fasting is you make the niyyah in your heart, Jama'atul Muslimin. The person next to you, your family members, won't even know you are fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin. Even the angels don't know you are fasting, because fasting is done for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward us for it. And the niyyah for fasting you make in your heart, Jama'atul Muslimin. The third point, Jama'atul Muslimin, when we are busy fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin, we are busy making tashabbuh, we are busy imitating the noble angel, Jama'atul Muslimin. And the reason for this is that when we are in the state of fasting, a person, he remembers Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that person, he is obedient to the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he does not eat, nor does he fulfill his desires, Jama'atul Muslimin. The fourth point, Jama'atul Muslimin, is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best the amount of its reward, Jama'atul Muslimin. All of us know that when we perform our salah in jama'ah, then it is better, it is 27 times better than performing our salah alone, Jama'atul Muslimin. And if you give a sadaqah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala multiply its reward up to 700 times, Jama'atul Muslimin. And if you do a nafil salah in the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you for as if you made a fard salah. And if you made a fard salah in the month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the reward of 70 fara'id, Jama'atul Muslimin. But this is contrary to the reward of fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin. No one knows the exact amount of its reward, Jama'atul Muslimin. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best what the amount of its reward is, Jama'atul Muslimin. because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of its reward. The fifth point, Jama'atul Muslimin, is that for a short while we resemble the attributes and qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The final point, Jama'atul Muslimin, there is no qisas and retaliation with regards to the reward of fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin. All of us know, Jama'atul Muslimin, when someone had wronged or harmed someone during his lifetime, then on the day of Qiyamah, that person might come and claim some of his good deeds, Jama'atul Muslimin. But that person cannot come and claim the reward for his fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin, because the fasting was done for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in charge of the reward of that fasting, Jama'atul Muslimin. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will safeguard and protect the reward of that person by him, and no other person has control over the reward of the fasting of that person, Jama'atul Muslimin. So Jama'atul Muslimin, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who will fast during the month of Ramadan sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept our fasting and reward us for our fasting, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.